All right. How are your preparations going? I don't remember the last time I was this busy. But at least we're more or less ready now. The karakuri are being installed as we speak. Along the route I predicted the kuninarashi will take, following the old blossom trail. It's somewhat hobbled together by people working outside their areas of expertise, but it's the best we can manage. I've had to work the carpenters' fingers to the bone. But everything should be in place the next time the giant earthbreaker stirs. The Crimson Treasury has supplied an assortment of forbidding items too. I'm a little curious as to why Kogyoku had so much gunpowder in stock, to be honest. Still, ignorance is zen, as they say. Best to just accept it graciously and avoid asking too many questions. I know the wretched creature is only searching for sustenance, but we have to protect our own interests and lives. This is a battle we cannot afford to lose. That's why we've pulled out all the stops. But now, it all falls to you. I'm delighted to hear you sounding so confident. Perhaps the new weapon Natsume has developed has something to do with that. Still, anything could happen out there. Make sure you have all the right equipment in full working order. Oh, and Toga-hime wanted to speak with you. I suggest you show your face before we're plunged into battle.
Your efforts put me to shame. They will be laughing at me now, in what should have been my family home, delighting in their decision to exile me here. This represents every step you have taken on your hunting journey in this realm. There is so painfully little I can do to assist, though I would gladly suffer broken bones if it would help. I see the citizens are expending every effort for our town, yet you are charged with the most onerous task. Are you ready for the battle ahead? In that case, may I take a moment of your time? There is something I would like to explain before you head into battle. I have been seeking assistance from Minato, but every clan is embroiled in the wars raging to the west. All have refused me outright. Even my own Ago clan offer no support. None of them, including the head of the clan, my father, have the slightest interest in Minato. In their eyes, it is worthless, good only for its inevitable destruction by Kemono, a fate they hope I, its steward, will share. Forgive me. None of that is your concern. I am powerless to do anything but circulate through the town and offer encouragement to the citizens. To my shame, I do not even have a sword. So I have no choice but to implore you, an outsider, to shoulder the burden of Minato's destiny. Please lend us your strength. Lend my home your strength.
It's on the move!
Well, the cannon is ready for action. I just hope it holds out. It's never seen a battle like this before. I wish that Kemono would leave us alone. But it's too late for wishes now. Good luck.
This is it! Yosh! Clear the decks! Buy us the time we need. I know you can do it. Face it.
Did we win? Oi! Oi! Everyone! We won! We won!
Now please let that be the end of it.
Perhaps I underestimated you.
I'm so relieved you made it back safely after a battle like that. Ujishige-san told me what you did. Defeating that giant kemono on your own, when all the defenses we'd prepared were spent. Toga-hime has asked to see you. She didn't say why. I imagine she'd like a report on the successful defeat of the kemono. I'll be at the forge if you need me. I have a cannon to repair.
This sake will be languishing in its flask if it wasn't for your efforts. So here's to you, Chief. Kanpai. When that hulk of a bear rose up in front of us like a wall of rock, I thought you'd had it. But here you are, Chief. You and I need a celebratory drink. In fact, I could dip back a cup with everyone in town today. Or any day. You and I need a celebratory.
Minato is saved, thanks to your brave deeds. What a magnificent, magnificent service you have done for us. I dare not imagine what might have come to pass were it not for you. As steward of Minato, I shall be forever in your debt. I wish to reward your efforts somehow, but I am afforded no influence over matters here in Minato at all. What can I possibly do? Ah, of course! Ichi!
You called, Hime-sama?
The festival of returns of which you once spoke. Is now not the time for Minato to celebrate again? When Great Kimono would pass, the town would come together to honor the beast and release its spirit. Would they not?
Indeed, Hime-sama. An excellent idea, I'm sure. Allow me to discuss the matter with the elders. I believe they may favor the suggestion, especially since the revival of the karakuri has stimulated such an interest in the ways of old.
Good. I have made a very fine proposal, I think. And should it come to pass, I wish you much fun and excitement. Arigato. That will be all. We will make all the necessary arrangements for the festivities. I am sure you ought to rest. This was an excellent idea of mine, if I do say. Long may Minato benefit from your exceptional hunting skills. Oh, another audience? We will make all the necessary arrangements for the festivity.
You're enjoying the festivities, I hope. Records suggest the last time this Festival of Returns occurred was more than 100 years ago. But at that time, the supply of celestial thread from the Spirit Isle was already faltering. So it must be even longer since the festival has taken place properly. I intend to, shortly. I was just doing some research on the Kuninarashi. It seems that Earthbreaker had been dormant for a good 10 years in the region north of here. It must have covered quite some ground, passing the sacred mountain and continuing southeast along the Blossom Trail, perhaps in search of celestial thread. I can only presume the arduous journey took its toll, resulting in those fissures the Kocho were swarming over. And finally, the great beast succumbed to human hunters. I suppose it failed to find suitable feeding ground. Either that or celestial thread levels all over Azuma are waning. There was a terrible war here in this region about 15 years ago. Great forests burned and there was a mass territorial expansion as many kemono sought new habitats, which is what drove humans out. If the changing flow of celestial thread is going to result in renewed kemono unrest across the entire region, then, well, I'll continue my research, and you continue to exercise caution when you're out hunting. Ah, Natsume was looking for you.
This festival gives me pangs of... I'm not sure what. It stirs distant memories, perhaps. I feel more comfortable watching at a distance. But you should embrace the mood. I'm sure the whole town wants to celebrate with you tonight.
I am delighted the festival is going ahead. It is most gratifying to see you enjoying yourself, even if my contribution was merely to request the arrangements. Conversing with me hardly constitutes enjoyment. Please, mingle among friends.
This is delightful, and we all know who we have to thank for it. It stung a little to donate my entire stock of gunpowder, but festival sales are soothing the pain. And Minato is to enjoy your stimulating company for the foreseeable future, yes? A profitable outcome for us all. What a heartwarming day.
What? I was just laughing because... I mean... I'm only here because Natsume told me to come. I've never been to a big festival like this before. It's actually not bad. Anyway, why don't you go and creep up on someone else now?
It's good to let yourself enjoy.
How's going, Chief? The sake is sweet tonight. There hasn't been a festival like this for far too long, so I intend to make the most of it.
Oh! Look who it is! The hero of the day! Enjoying the festival?
I'm
I'm glad you asked. I'm head of fishing and shipping here, you see. Kind of a young elder, if you like. And it's us elders who organize events like this. This is my ceremonial outfit. Oh, I better be running along. The other elders will be fuming if I'm not back soon. They'll give me a real eyeball. See you later!
Over here! As an outsider, some people were a little wary of you before, but everyone will have to accept you now. Trust me, most of us in Minato welcome people from elsewhere with an open mind. After all, most of the town's residents were outsiders once upon a time. In ancient times, there were lots of hunters living across Azuma, and they all helped each other out. Then later, when the samurai rulers gained power, this area became a province overseen by a shugo governor. The samurai slowly pushed hunters further east, until they were left with nowhere to go but Minato, here on the eastern edge of the region. Generations of hunters have lived here, mixing with others who fled to Minato to escape difficult lives under the samurai. And now you've arrived, with your amazing ability to conjure and control karakuri. Perhaps you're the person Minato has been waiting for, come to rescue us from our plight. It's funny, really. You just came here looking for stronger prey, but you've already saved us twice. I can't thank you enough. Anyway, have you been enjoying the festival? The Rite of Returns will be starting soon at the altar. You've still got time to enjoy the party. Let me know when you've had your fill. Oh, you're back already? I'm glad you've enjoyed yourself. Come on then, this way. Fire liberates the soul. The beast's spirit will return to the heavens and rest until it's reborn in a new body. It's one of Minato's oldest rites.
It's a load of old hokum. Forget the next life. There's enough to worry about in this one. Isn't that right, Chief? Oh. Is that?
The bird of auspice. It's flying so close. It can only be a good omen for our town. Minato will prosper like it once did. Even more, perhaps.
Forgive me for intruding. Are you awake? There is a matter of some urgency I must discuss with you. Allow me once again to express my heartfelt gratitude for your exploits. Your courage saved Minato from devastation. But I confess, my blood ran cold yesternight at the sight of the kemono flying overhead. I had not known the citizens of Minato call that kemono Amaterasu, the bird of auspice. I wish that its appearance truly were auspicious, but I fear that Minato is rarely so fortunate. Our near misadventure with the earthbreaker has again made me wonder what more I can do for the town. I had already been consulting with trusted kin on the matter. They suggested bolstering town defenses, since there is a very real prospect of further attacks. Consequently, I have summoned carpenters of the renowned Tsuruhashi clan from the capital. They are skilled at building large structures and well versed in the use of karakuri. Do not worry. You were once a concern for Minato. They will become our strength, as you did. There is, however, one matter that troubles me. Ordinarily, one would travel here from the capital across the sea, but I am told the southern ocean is too perilous at present. The clan must therefore arrive by land, a journey due to take them through the Akikure Canyon. The land there was laid to waste by war, and as kemono increased in number, the canyon was sealed shut. I have arranged for it to be reopened so the carpenters may pass. But as a precaution, I would ask that you meet them there and provide escort. Good, then I know they will arrive safely. Now, if you will excuse me, I have further preparations to make.
You're here. Perfect timing. I've just put the finishing touches on a new prototype I was hoping you could try out for me. Actually, it's a weapon you already know. The hand cannon I put together for you to fight the giant bear. But I let you down then because it broke in battle. Such a vital weapon, too. I feel like I failed as a blacksmith. So I've been improving it and refining it to be more reliable. I've just completed the work. And I've taken the opportunity to get another new weapon ready as well. I really think I've done good work this time. If you don't mind, I'd love to hear your thoughts. They say the canyon is teeming with mighty kemono nowadays. Make sure you're properly equipped, alright? Which one are we talking about? Which one are we talking about? Can I be of service? Have a think about which of my little ones you're most interested in. Don't you think? Oh yes, there's something I was hoping you might do for me. Could you collect some lava block materials? I've got so many good ideas, but not enough materials to make them. My head's spinning. Arigato! I'll make you something in return. Yoshiki-san asked me to make some karakuri-driven farm equipment for the Guild of Farmers. It's not like making weapons, but it's still fun and challenging in its own way. And I think I can use some of these ideas for weaponry later.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. Just wondering how you were getting on with fixing those harpoons?
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I'll come to pick them up at the dock later if you could get them all together.
Domo, that'd be great. Now, let me guess. You were just going on and on about karakuri? Don't you ever get tired of them?
Tired of karakuri? I've never really thought about it. I just want Minato to flourish like he used to. And karakuri are the key to that. And now that we have this amazing hunter in town, I feel sure that we're closer to my goal than ever before.
You haven't changed a bit since you were a little shrimp.
Yes. So, about those materials, you should find lava bags on the Spirit Isle. I know I can rely on you to handle something like this. Just tell me what you need and I'll give it all my... I heard you're going to meet the carpenters. Be careful. They say there are many powerful kemono in the Harvest Canyon to the west. Still, it's wonderful that Toga-hime has commissioned such skilled woodworkers. Besides houses and other buildings, they'll be able to help construct weapons to protect the town. Just think of the karakuri advancements we'll be able to make. In fact, you remember when we explored the ruins on the Spirit Isle? I found fragments of a stone tablet there left behind by the ancient hunters. It showed a huge karakuri, and around it, the corpses of dead kemono, big ones. So I think it was used to defend against the kemono threat. I agree, and I hope we can. But there are a lot of construction details we're still unsure of. Suzuran-sensei and Nobu have been frantically searching Minato's records for more information. But even if we do discover how it was built, we don't know if we'll have the skills in Minato today to recreate it. Still, with the carpenters from the capital on the way, we just might. Well, anyway, hopefully it won't be necessary for a long time to come. We have plenty of time to work it all out. And I'll do everything I possibly can to help, of course. Anything from Minato. Always happy to serve you!
Good. Just the person I was hoping to see. Yes, there's a kimono I'd like you to hunt. It should yield some materials that young Yataro will find very useful. He wasn't born here in Minato, you know? Poor child, lost his home in his family's war. He was left all alone. But somehow, he found his way to us. I tell you, he's got a natural gift for making things that way. Better than any of us. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, yes, of course. Yataro was grumbling that he didn't have the materials he needed. So Hunter, You go and hunt the kimono. And when the job is done, just have a little whisper in my ear. If the boy found out, he'd tell me I was sticking my nose in where it wasn't wanted.
The last war in these parts? What would you like to sell me? Perhaps you may examine anything in... Do you have all you... You do make me sad sometimes.
The Southern Ocean is as rough as hell these days. Getting to and from the capital is a lot safer overland. You want to know what's still to do? Here's the list. All right then. You want to know what? Right. Yo! Another day, another hunt? Sounds good. I'm about to get out myself.
Oh, Nobu, you're not going anywhere. This is a shore day, and you know it.
Whoa! Jingoro-san. I do know it, but if we don't start making decent catches, people are gonna struggle for food.
Few rumbling bellies won't hurt, but that sees rumbling something fierce. You're not seriously going out.
I have to. I'm not making light of the conditions, but we need the fish.
I'd have failed your old man if I were to let something happen to you. Just wait until it comes a little, lad. It's the seas. Been as rough as anything recently. Some say it's Kemono's doing. We haven't had a good catch in ages.
What use are we fishermen if we're not out on the water? How's anyone going to eat? And if the seas don't settle, then what? How will any of us get by?
We're never going to agree on this. Not that I don't understand where he is coming from.
The way I see it, if no one's prepared to take a risk, then the situation's never going to improve. Anyway, don't worry. If I see a kimono, I'll just run away like I always do. And if worse comes to worse, at least I'll be able to lure it away from everyone else.
That's what I'm worried about, you stubborn cod. I don't suppose you could help. Maybe go along and see what's what. From what I hear, you are a very fine hunter. If this young hothead gets himself attacked by a kimono, you could see it off, hmm?
If that's what it takes to keep you happy, Jingoro-san, then it suits me. It would be reassuring if you came along. I was gonna take a boat over to the Spirit Isle today. I expect you've got some errands to run. So let's meet up again over that way later. Sorry to add to your workload.
Oh, I suppose I should say, いらっしゃい. You must have seen the karakuri springing to life all over Minato. The karakuri of this old bathhouse have done the same. When the elders said they wanted to revive this place, I put my name forward as the attendant, something to keep my mind occupied. I felt a fondness for this poor, neglected sanctuary as soon as I saw it. Before the karakuri were working again, I mean. So, this is my new job, and I plan to work hard at it. The waters are ready whenever the mood takes you. I was thinking, with Minato's karakuri working again, you can probably use your karakuri around town now too, didn't you? I imagine that flying vine would come in very useful. I hear the Harvest Canyon is a restorative bath, is it? Water is a restorative bath, is it? You can leave your clothes and take your time. I hope you're feeling refreshed after that. Huh?
alone! Get away! Damn it! I knew coming here was a mistake! You there! Help us! We're about to be eaten alive! You turned up in the nick of time. We weren't expecting to be met by a hunter. But we've all been split up after running into some monstrous rat. I'm especially worried about our master carpenter. Saren took it upon herself to lure the wretched thing away into a cave. Please, you have to save her. The Tsuruhashi clan would be nothing without Ren. Thank goodness. Without you, we're all doomed. I'll help you look for everyone. We're in your hands now, Hunter.
Thank the spirits you came when you did. I suppose you must be a hunter. We all ran like the wind when that giant rat, a Sportail was it, came after us. But Ren-san, our master carpenter, made it chase her to save the rest of us. I came back to help her, but I'm not having much luck. That's the trouble. I don't know. But I heard a lot of commotion coming from over there. Come, I can show you. I don't imagine there's much I'll be able to do on my own. Please, say you'll help. Hunt the kimono and rescue our master. I've never been so scared in my life. I'm forever in your debt.
Come on. Don't die on me. Damn it! Poor guy. He only joined the crew recently, too. Bit slow on the uptake, but surprisingly dexterous. He'd have been a great Tsuruhashi carpenter one day. If only. That's right. You must be the hunter from Minato. In that case, I'm going to put you to work. Hunt that wretched sportail, would you? It's still sniffing around in there. I'll gather up the rest of my crew. Assuming they're still alive. You dealt with it? Thank you. I think we should have a clear run to Minato now. You really got us out of a tight spot there. I managed to round up the rest of my crew. They're a little shaken, but they're all fine. Thanks to you. We'll be heading straight into the town now. Will you be coming with us? In that case, lead the way, before some other freakish kemono finds us.
The Southern Ocean is... You want to know what's still to do? Here's the list. Alright then. You want to know what's still... Alright then. Bye for now.
Ah, you have returned. I wish to speak with you. You have done us a great service yet again in finding and saving the carpenters. Seren has been tirelessly expressing her gratitude, and I believe she has more to say shortly. So, we may now count the renowned carpenters of the capital among the workforce of our town. We must make good use of these fine laborers to bolster our defenses against Kemono and develop the town. You should consult with Seren for your own needs too. I expect your hunting endeavors may benefit from her expertise.
Sorry I didn't introduce myself properly before. I'm Seren Fahsa Jiburir of the Tsuruhashi clan from the capital. That's a mouthful. So just call me that. As Toga-hime said, I'll be acting as master carpenter and managing the bulk of construction work here in Minato from now on. I still owe you for saving us on the way here. So if you ever need anything, come to the lodge and let me know.
That will be all for now. I am sure you have much to do.
Boy! Is this thing working? Can you hear me, Chief? I've got a favor to ask.
Ah, that sounds like Ujishige. I have not seen your face for some time. Are you in good health?
You're with the Hime-sama. Yes, Hime-sama. I am in good health. Just, very busy on account of my ever-light purse.
Save your excuses. You can explain in person the next time you attend me. As for your purse, I can offer no assistance. Please, go to Ujishige now. The old samurai does not ask for help lightly. It must be a thorny problem. I shall continue to do what I can to help the citizens of the town.
If I might ask, I have a request that calls for someone of your skill. The town requires some materials from a kemono that can be found on the Spirit Isle. They're to be delivered directly to Suzuran-sensei. I can offer a meager reward, I'm afraid, but I would be very grateful for your help. We greatly appreciate your offer of assistance.
Are you the hunter who went to the Spirit Isle? The one who made the wheel turn? It made Ji-san so happy. I wanted to say thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Ji-san said it used to turn back in the day. That's before I was born. And he said it was a really big thing when it stopped turning. He tells me lots and lots of stories, you know? Oh, like the one about a huge tortoise on the Spirit Isle with coral on its back. Ji-san used to be a merchant, and he told me he saw a piece of its shell for sale once. Do you think there really is a kimono like that on the island? Could you go and have a look for me?
Boy! Over here! Ah, you came. I had no idea you were with the Hime-sama. These damn karakuri are sometimes more trouble than they're worth. At least she sounded well. If a little displeased with yours truly. Are you in a hurry or something? I want you to take a good look at me first. Notice anything different? No. The gourd, of course. Look, it's bone dry. Not even a drop of sake left. And almost as bad, my pockets are equally empty. So, you probably know what I'm about to ask already, huh? Of course not! I'm perfectly capable of earning my own coin and filling my own gourd. But it's too dangerous for my liking outside town. So I need an escort. Come on, help me out. Who else can I ask? I have to get over to the spirit isle and collect some materials. I'll cut you in. You know that. Don't you want to aid a poor old veteran? You'll do it? That's what I like to hear. Yosh! No time like the present. Let's go! Ever come across a bottomless sake gourd? No? If I had an ounce of gold to my name, I wouldn't have to work like this.
I've developed sit-in-san and her carpenter.
I hate war. All the right materials in the right quantities? Well, I suppose it was easy for someone like you.
Whoa! Did you manage to find everything already?
Yeah.
That's great, isn't it? Now you can push on with your work. Did you thank your new supplier yet?
No. Why? I'm giving a reward, aren't I?
I should think so. But it never hurts to say thanks, you know?
Look, you're the one who asked for the help in the first place. All right, if I have to. I just want to say, stop being so nice.
Oi, wait a minute! Sorry. I bet you're wondering why you bothered, aren't you? You know what he's like, though. And he's been through a lot, so don't think too badly of him. Of course, that's no excuse for being crabby. I'll have a word with him later.
Can I be of service? You can't afford to neglect the equipment that affords you protection, can you?
Right. Let's get this done and dust it quickly. Oh, Nanda? What's going on? Am I seeing things or is the sea frozen? We'd better investigate, but don't get too close, just in case. There's ice here too. Perfect for chilling my sake, but a little too chilling for the spine. And I don't think a drink's going to make this go away. Let's push on. Something's definitely not right. There's ice all over the place. What's going on? Is this more chemical trouble? This is crazy. It's like being up on a mountain. Surely it's not. No, it can't be. What was that? Could it be what's causing all this? Forget the materials. We need to find out what that thing was. It cannot be. Mazizo! Look out! Sorry. I lost it. You took it down, did you? Impressive as always, Chief. Let's get back to town. There's something I need to tell you. Oh, you're back. Right. Do you have time to talk? I owe you an apology for doing my own thing back there. I just couldn't afford to let Tarasetsu get away. The Deathstalker and I have quite a history. What I want to know is what it's doing on the island. Its territory should be a long way northwest from here, around Otsuki Castle, Governor Ishido's old stronghold. Not that anyone calls it by that name anymore. Not now it's surrounded by snow. You hear it called Fuyufusagi Fort now. It's too much for my brain. How about paying the sensei a visit? That wasn't like me at all. Anyway, let's consult with the sensei.
What's the matter with you two? You both look very grave.
Well, it's a long story, but...
What a fascinating development! Arasetsu has covered the Summery Spirit Isle in ice, you say? Oh, yes. This warrants a detailed investigation. It's quite an unusual phenomenon indeed. You would never normally expect ice kimono to appear somewhere with such a disparate climate to their usual habitat.
Maybe not, but that's what's happened. It looks like hell's frozen over there. Quite literally.
Kimono are like humans. They avoid inhospitable areas. They naturally accumulate in areas that are favorable to their existence. Now, imagine the prevailing climate on the Spirit Isle. Would you expect an ice and snow kimono to choose such a sultry location? At the very least, wouldn't it be drawn to the more moderate temperatures along the Harugasumi Way?
This Deathstalker is powerful enough not to care. You remember Otsuki Castle, the seat of Governor Ishido, don't you, Sensei? It was magnificent. Blossoming flowers all around, life everywhere. Now they call it the Frozen Fort.
True. It's a shadow of its former self these days. The kimono brought blizzards and ice to the whole area. I think there's a correlation between the failing of Minato's karakuri years ago and the increasingly violent kimono activity since across Azuma. The fate of the Great Bear may be relevant too. I hear the area where it once slumbered happily is now a barren wasteland. The natural environment in these parts would appear to be undergoing some sort of rapid transformation.
That sounds plausible. Or not. I'm no scientist. So, what's our move, Sensei?
Well, we can't afford some protracted observation of kimono behavior now. No, we need to focus on this wolf. If my hypothesis is correct, I'd expect to see a physiological change in its gut. In any part of its body that absorbs celestial thread, in fact.
Right. So I guess it comes down to you again. Looks like the only way. I don't know how much we'll learn, but I do know we can't afford to ignore the threat it poses to Minato. So you bring it down, and the sensei will do her thing. That's the plan.
There's one problem we need to address first. The kimono's primary habitat is around Fuyusagi Fort, but I hear the cavern that leads there collapsed during the Earthbreaker's advance. So, we'll need to clear the way before we can proceed. See if Ren and her crew can help with that.
That should come from you. She owed you a favor or two, doesn't she?
You're not getting away without helping, Ujishige. You know the way to the old castle better than anyone. You can be on guide duty.
Well, I'm not really feeling it at the moment, so you'll have to make your way alone. I need some space. The Tsuruhashi clan have a good name. They won't shun at it. I haven't been properly introduced yet, though. You'd better be the one to ask.
You need the path through the cavern cleared. Sure, we could take care of that. But we'll need some help from you. At least find out what I'm asking first. Actually, Toga-hime made the same request. She said it wasn't urgent, but asked us to tackle it if we had time. We've made some progress already, but at nightfall, there was a fume beak attack. Some of my crew came off worse for wear. I was just about to report we couldn't continue work when you came along. So if you can get rid of the Great Crow, we can get rid of the obstruction. Deal? Head to where my crew have been working. That's where the Kemonos show up. It's a fierce one. Go fully prepared. As long as that fume beak is around, we can't make any progress. But we're ready to jump into action as soon as it's gone. So, that area was part of a temple state. The monks were unified in their beliefs until Kemono became more prevalent. Then, some decided to start worshipping the Kemono, while others didn't agree. The order split, and the two halves battled each other into That's the chemical. Watch it. Its toxins will attack your skin. You won't be able to stand it for long, so you want to be shrewd. From what I've heard, when it releases its fumes, it stops still. You should have put together a karakuri to help you out. that case, we'll get straight back to work. We'll meet up with you there. I had a feeling you'd make short work of that. So I took a gamble and got my crew ready. This won't take long. Just wait there. Oosh. We need a break. Don't want to work ourselves too hard. Can't afford any slip-ups. All right, crew. Down tools. Have some water and rest for a minute. As you can probably tell, most of the Tsuruhashi carpenters weren't born here in Hinomoto. I myself come from the city of Stone, far in the west. And my crew, I mostly met as I traveled here across the Great Range and the Golden Peninsula. As such, we boast some tools and techniques you don't normally find here. That earned us good favor in the capital. But they're fighting now about who'll become the Shogun's heir. There'll be war, I promise you. All over this land. So we decided we'd leave to avoid getting mixed up in it. Toga-hime's invitation was very timely. What about you? Why are you in Minato? With your skills, you'd find work anywhere. No work and no food to be had anywhere. Yep, that's the same for us carpenters too. Right, well, we better get back to it. We'll try not to hold you up much longer. There, all done. Although I do not know where this path leads. That old drunk was familiar with this region, no? Why don't you go back to town and pick his brains? We just need to clear up here.
I'm not sure that anyone has... You can't afford to neglect the equipment that affords you protection, can you?
So, are you heading off to Fuyufusagi Fort now? Then you're gonna have to put up with some company, I'm afraid. Why do you look so surprised? Otsuki Castle was my home. No one else knows the lay of the land up there better than me. Any kimono are your domain, though. And I can't deny I'll slow you down, but that's tough luck. Yeah, I can make it. There's something I have to do up there, so I'm your new travel companion. Not the most auspicious start, is it? Running into a snowstorm? We'll shelter here until the worst is over. This place brings back memories too. I might as well tell you, I suppose. Years ago, I was living at the castle we are headed for as a hired hand. The daimyo was called Ishido Ujitsuna-sama. The Do in my family name Daidoji, and the Uji in my first name were both given to me by the daimyo. The Ishido clan were the Shugo governors of Azuma at the time. But the Ago clan, Shugo representatives in the western provinces, rebelled against the Ishido clan. The cursed tale trying to wag the dog. In the aftermath of the battle that ensued, the castle was attacked by kemono. I don't know if it was happenstance or planned by the Ago clan. Either way, the entire Ishido clan was wiped out overnight. And I have a suspicion it's the same kemono, the Death Stalker we saw on the Spirit Isle. If it is, he needs to die. Agreed? You say all the right things. But a word of warning. That wolf is stronger than any other kemono in these parts. I know from bitter experience. Out of all the kemono I fought around the castle, that one was something else. Just don't get yourself killed. Hear the howl? It came from over by the castle. We'll split up and track it down. If I find it first, I'll holler. I'll take the ground. You head for a jeep.